The Dawn Gate opens.
All right, we are in the game. Looks like Shiro's starting off with the Power 3 pots. Start. Do you see what Guru has?
Guru went ahead and went with Life 2. We saw that a lot yesterday. That tends to be a solid defensive start. I think the other defensive start we saw was the Will, and that was pretty crazy. But
yeah, that only wild card did the crazy Will 3 pots with the MR. So, and there's Guru's classic ward right under the binding.
He does love that. He loves to see that.
Yep. And Shiro went ahead and took Bastion first. Actually, both players took Bastion first.
Yeah. Guru's running a Ravager loadout. He did this yesterday. Basically, he does a defensive start and then he uses Ravager to get his power.
Yeah, and the thing is it puts a lot of pressure on the opponent. The thing about Ravagers, it scales with your level, so the later the game gets, the more power he's going to start getting from Ravager. Now, Shiro's got a good loadout to actually start trading early. He's got 85 health, 8 power, and 2.8 haste. He's also taken Berserker.
Yeah, we saw Berserker multiple times yesterday.
Yeah, we sure did. I wonder if he's going to build a luck to stack up with that, too. Because that's one thing I like to do when I run Berserker. I'll rush a luck into a hope, and that's quick 35% damage reduction whenever you go in to make trades.
Yeah, I don't know if he'll go. Yeah, I don't know if he'll go that heavily in the 1v1. It's something you can definitely keep up a lot in an actual match, though.
For sure.
So we're waiting for the minions to hit the lanes. You get the constant dancing. Sometimes we'll see some heavy trades early, but these two aren't messing around. They don't want to give up any kind of a Vim advantage.
Oh, absolutely. And then you can see Guru starting to glow red there as he starts attacking. That's how you can tell the Ravager passive is going. He's got that red sparkle all over him.
Yep,
that's one thing I do like. Exactly. One thing I do love about Dawn Gate is a lot of items or effects actually have very, very clear visual effects. Kind of like, Oppression's got that nice big purple circle around you, or Unity's got that, kind of like shielded purple. Oh, lots of trades. Shiro down to half health from the Nightmare trades.
Heavy.
There.
That's, and that's that passive ticking in, giving him that advantage with the power. He just built it up to max and then went crazy.
Well, that, and he also got level 2 first, so he had Ripple first. So he did a quick Nightmare into a Ripple into a Nightmare. Shiro's evened up their health. And Guru takes a binding shot. Wow. He took a lot of binding shots on stream yesterday, but then again, he had a lot more items when he did it yesterday too, so...
Yeah. I can't fault him too much. He did get here. He is our top-ranked player, so...
Yeah, he only dropped one game the whole tournament yesterday, and that was against the number 2 seed Downsy in the finals. In the final round, round 4.
So Guru's pushing Shiro up under his binding. It's going to work a little on that CS. Doubt he's going to get any much binding damage down at this point, but it's more just to grab that CS lead early. I mean, right now he is sitting 4 up, which, after a couple waves, not bad.
Yep, now it's 30 CS to take the win, but the CS win only occurs after 10 minutes, and that's more really of a mercy rule. If you're getting absolutely shut down, it just ends the game at that point. Yeah. We only had one match actually end by CS yesterday. Guru with the first level 4, but not by much. Shiro's kind of low. I don't know how long he can stick around here. Particularly, is he out of pots? Yes, he is. He has no sustain left. He's got to go back, probably soon. But he doesn't want to give up the experience advantage to Guru either. Oh, nice Nightmare into the bush there.
If possible, he'll try to delay his back until he gets 6, so he can reverie back in the lane.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. You definitely don't want to lose binding damage to Guru, because he will take your binding damage as soon as he gets an opportunity. And there's that binding ward again from Guru. He loves that ward, and I like it too. I mean, Guru is not going to let Shiro have a free back if he can avoid it.
Exactly, and that's the biggest reason you drop that right back there. Is you want to know where they're going. If they're going to go and they're going to make an early back, you want to know it because you want to have that choice to make. Like, do I take an early back right now too? Do I grab so that I'm on even item level, or do I just push in for the bindings?
Or do I have Reverie go behind him and try to kill him?
If he's low enough.
So we saw that yesterday too. Ooh. That power advantage is really showing up for Guru. Takes him a little while to build up, but you can see he's hitting really hard. He's got a little pen in his build, if I remember correctly, right? Yeah, that's that defense penetration coming into play there.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot.
The thing that's dangerous right now is Guru just hit 6. Shiro's under 200 health. If he takes a ripple and a nightmare, he's probably dead.
Yeah, you can. If he gets the ripple off, you can expect Guru to go ahead and reverie and finish him off.
The problem is, I think Guru's trying to get the Bastion first. He's got to get that before he can safely go in. Ooh, 110 damage from a nightmare there. Ooh, ouch. Zoning Shiro back way off the creep line. He's not pushing him out of experience range all the time, but you got to know he's losing some.
Yeah. Shiro's got back into it. I mean, he's back up to 6, so if he's going to go back anytime soon, he's now got his reverie. But I think what he'll want to do is he'll try to want to push out a little bit, if possible, and wait for maybe a Strider wave to push through.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
That's going to be his
next
best bet
wave
to gain some ground in his lane.
And speaking of the next Strider wave, here it is. Although Guru's up a level again,
and he's already got the Strider to half health, so this isn't going to give Shiro much breathing room.
Yeah, that level 4 Nightmare does quite a bit of damage. I mean,
there's the Bastion.
All right, so yeah, Shiro's got to go back now because he's going to get dived.
Yeah, if he sticks around, there's no way. But it's a trade here. Go back, get some health, reverie back into lane, and prevent the binding win. It's really his only option at this point with his Bastion
but the problem is he's going back while the Strider wave was up, and Guru used that to absolutely take out a lot of the binding.
He didn't really have a choice, though.
Yeah, that's true. He really didn't. Oh, God, Guru's up 2 levels now. He's going to go aggressive Shiro.
Oh, the reverie in behind.
There is no way.
Even I missed that. Sorry, everybody.
You're not going to lose this down 2 levels.
Oh,
wow.
It was nice,
Ballsy
though.
play by Shiro, though.
I think at that point, Guru should have just used his reverie to go back to base instead of doing the back.
Yeah, probably. Guru, isn't it control to level up instead of shift?
It depends on how he might have it. He might have it set differently in his key bindings.
That's possible. Because I know default is for shift is smart cast.
Now we see Shiro came back into lane with an aggression and a time.
I like the time. More nightmares, more damage.
Now he'll also be able to bring his Dream Wrap up more often defensively, since he was getting hit pretty hard by Guru. Didn't quite make up the level difference while Guru is gone though. But Guru comes back with an aggression and a will, and we've seen that be a really strong first out with items, because you get that automatic void, which is minus 10% damage on the will, or minus 10 flat damage on the will, and then you get the same aggression that the other player has, which is going to give you that defense pin with the power.
Now, Shiro's wondering if Guru has an experience loadout. The answer to that question is no, he does not.
Yeah. He backed him out on a Strider wave. That Strider is a lot of experience, and a lot of people don't realize that. You do not want to miss that wave. You want to be in range when that thing dies. He's got solid trades under. Yeah. That was coming back with that aggression. He's just chewing right through Shiro.
Well, they both have an aggression, to be fair.
Well, yeah, but the difference here is that Guru has life and will, whereas Shiro's just all offensive stats. I mean, he's got his passive on Berserker, but that only works if he's doing damage to Guru, and it only works for 2 seconds.
Yeah, and he has to hit a Shaper to trigger it.
Yeah. At this point,
Shiro's
it's do or die.
Binding.
Yeah, at this point, it's do or die for Shiro. He's got to step up. It's because it's either he's going down or his binding's going down if Guru pushes in again.
Yeah, so what I would do if I were Shiro in this case, he needs to go back to base. He needs to reverie in after making a buy. Oh my gosh!
Almost
the chunkage
dead.
Is real.
Almost dead. You can't. Yep, and there we go for the dive. He baited out the Bastion. No, right now you just want to focus on the binding, though. Just binding, and we got a GG.
Man, that's GG. Game won by binding to Guru.
Yeah, he couldn't go back.
Kill too.
Oh. Insult to injury. Good job, guys.
Good game, Guru. And this is why Guru's our #1 seed today, because he dominated yesterday. He didn't drop a single set. Now, he tied in the last one, but he didn't lose at all.
The Dawn Gate opens.
All right, Guru starts with the standard life 2 pots. He has made no change to his loadout. He's playing the exact same thing. What do you see over there, Gaarawarr?
Forgot to switch the names, so that's my bad. I will be right there. All right, so we are looking at Shiro. He went with the power 3 pot, and he definitely did swap out his. He swapped out his loadouts though. So he's running some defense pin, power, haste, health, and an experience bonus. So we did see some of the experience bonus yesterday. This one I think he's got about a 2%. Yesterday we saw a 10% experience loadout build, and it was incredible.
Yeah, we sure did.
How much of a difference that made on levels in the lane. The person that ran it was actually a little behind their opponent. Got pushed really far back under the binding, but then once they got within range of those minions, if the announcer talks over me, once they got inside of the range of those minions, they just shot up through the levels. They equaled it out real quick and then pulled ahead.
I mean, he didn't end up winning that game, but still.
No. Well, and that's just to show you that levels aren't everything, but it does if you want to actually use that level advantage as best you can. That is a good way to do it. You are trading quite a bit in raw stats, though.
That's true. Well, and as we saw in the last game, the first level 2 gets Ripple first, and that's almost a free Nightmare Ripple Nightmare combo, and that's half their health at this level.
Everybody dancing around the nightmares.
Yeah, you want to try to get that Tactician Vim, but you don't want to give it up either.
Yeah.
Because Nightmare actually does a good chunk of damage. It's 60 damage at level 1. Goes up 45 a rank, so it starts hitting really hard here soon. And there goes Guru's Ravager passive. Starts with a Nightmare onto the back line a couple times. Now, I don't know if he was playing with a carry in lane. His carry should be able to one-shot those after he Nightmares them once or twice.
Yeah, that is one of the main reasons you want to have Dibs in a lane, is that just that ability to farm and get all your last hits. We see some early trades here. Shiro moving in on Guru, and they're not messing around this time. They're like, look, we played a practice patient game last time. We're going to go in for the damage today.
Exactly. Now Guru was the first level 2, I believe. But Shiro was right behind him.
Yeah, they were not separated much at all this time. Guru getting pushed back, taking a lot more damage.
Wow, that's surprising. I think Shiro's learned a thing or two here.
He's definitely going all in. Yeah, it's got to be. I mean, he's got a bit more power. He's got about 7 more power just at this point in the game, and it's definitely showing up when he's landing those abilities.
Absolutely, because like we said yesterday, I mean, power is everything on Dibs. It's more damage, it's more survivability, it's more everything. Oh, nice Ripple into Nightmare. Good combo. It helps you make sure you land your Nightmare if you Ripple them first. The only thing is that Ripple has a shorter range than Nightmare, so in this match, if you go up to Ripple, you're at risk of getting Nightmared yourself, so...
Yeah, we actually had Guru complaining a little earlier, saying that Shiro's Nightmare has longer range than his. I don't know. I don't know if that was a little questionable call on Guru's part.
We'll have to get Gasty in here to investigate that.
Yeah, possible bug Gasty. Popping Guru with a good... Yeah, he's using his Dream Wrap really well. Popped that right as that Nightmare was going to land, so... was able to
and barely skirts that one.
That was a big deal yesterday, actually. People's solid use of their Dream Wrap. Some people were not timing it well at all, and it was coming up after the damage had landed. And that's really going to be one of the big differences between a good Dibs player and a great Dibs player, is can you actually shield yourself and your allies before the damage lands?
Exactly. So, like, if you're going up against a really aggressive lane and you have your partner going up the last hit and he's taking harass every single time, let's say you're going up against a Zeri or something, because everybody loves going up against Zeri and her insane range on Spatter, right?
Oh, of course.
So you just Dream Wrap them as they go up to last hit, and you know, makes the makes it a little bit safer.
ooRooG again pushing that lane advantage. It constantly in all the games we watched yesterday and so far today, he is pushing people up under their bindings over and over and over again. I think that's something the other competitors have to take into advantage because you know they're scouting him right now.
At least I would hope so. Oh, nice ripple into Nightmare from Shiro. Guru is the first to 6. He's not going to pop the Reverie yet. Shiro's not anywhere near low enough. And he's still got his Bastion, so...
The only reason you're really going to go pop a Reverie at this point is if you're going all in on trades, or if you need to get the heck out. And right now, neither of them really have to worry.
Well, we saw Reveries popped right at level 6 in Wildcard versus Tarelther in round 4 yesterday on the stream.
Yeah, but they also they were trying to heavily trade, and it ended up not going anywhere, because the Reverie is going to give you that flat bonus 25 power.
Is under attack.
Rank 1, you're going to get that flat 25 power, and that's going to give you not only more damage, but when you pop your Dream Wrap, it's going to give you a bigger shield, too, and they just ended up negating each other's bonus.
And another thing about Reverie that not a lot of people realize is that it actually has a power ratio of its own. For every 100 power you have on Dibs, that power ratio, that power aura goes up by another 15.
Yeah. And you can't underestimate that power aura on Dibs. When you're playing in group play, especially, that ultimate is not just to get you around the map. That ultimate is great for team fights. You start that team fight, pop it right away. You're giving everybody on your team
Shiro
more
going
damage.
really low. He's going to have to go back. There's no way he's going to be able to stick around here.
And the impressive thing there is Shiro knew how much damage he could take. So he did not pop that Bastion. He wasn't scared. He is going to take some damage on the tower. I think we're going to see ooRooG just go ahead and go back.
Yep.
Because there's going to be a lot of damage from the Strider alone. Oh, that Strider pathing. Waystone, please. The Strider's going to put some damage down on the tower before he falls over. Once he finally found a way to hit it.
Alright, ooRooG picks up an aggression and 5 pots, it looks like. He wants to not go back again.
Yeah, and you know, Shiro went pretty much the same way. Shiro picked up an aggression, a life, and 4 pots, so they're looking to sustain, get some more damage, possibly even buy again.
You know, one thing I noticed kind of funny about ooRooG's build right now, he has exactly 1,000 health.
Well, automatically right in, they want to see just how much damage each other is going to do. But
Yep.
they have got a mirrored build in terms of items right now, so what's the only difference that's really going to be made here is with their loadouts.
Well, and the extra pot on ooRooG. And as we've seen before, that one pot makes differences sometimes.
Yeah, we did see some people squeak out with it. Very, very small amount of health.
Kind of like Shiro just there. just earlier this match, actually, we saw that. It's almost a good thing he went power 3, because if he didn't, he might not have gotten enough from life to get out of there alive.
Yeah. He definitely, but he may have played his lane a little bit differently too, and he may have burnt his Bastion to get out.
Oh no, there was a miss on the Nightmare after the ripple. That's
Shiro
not
with
good
interesting placement. ooRooG's trying to cut him off. Now they can jump a little bit down here into the dark if they want. That is allowable space in our map. And we actually saw some people use that allowable space yesterday. It didn't help them out, it just delayed the inevitable, but...
Ooh, Nightmare, Ripple Nightmare into Shiro for 40% of his health.
And again, we see ooRooG doing what he does. He's just pushing that lane up, getting that binding damage down.
Yep, get the level advantage, get the binding damage. And the most important thing about binding damage in a format like this, or even in battle in the bot lane, is if you've got enough pressure on the binding, your opponent can't back. He can't get any more items or he's going to lose his binding. So
exactly.
You can effectively cut off his power spike by getting enough damage on his binding. And ooRooG has been a master at that this entire tournament.
Yeah, we're seeing about an 11 CS advantage at this point too, which is important because we got about 45 seconds or 30 seconds now before that win condition goes into effect. If he can pull out and double that, he's going to be in position to win without having to push that binding or kill. That puts a lot of pressure on Shiro to actually make something happen.
Exactly. But, we didn't want to prematurely just end the games that were close just because of some number was hit.
That was actually a really good ripple by Shiro. He popped it on the first creep that was coming in the lane, and what it did is it bumped everybody back around his outer line. That keeps him from being able to get any damage down on the binding, and he can still have a little more time to CS.
Yep. In fact, we saw the minion ripples a lot yesterday.
I think Guru is tired of this. He's like, nope, forcing you where I want you.
I'm sorry, Shiro. I'm afraid that bush was warded when you stepped into it. Oh my god.
Here we go. They're going in on the trades. Double reveries. We've got Bastions up, though.
Yeah,
is he going to use it? There it is.
Shiro. It's gone already. Guru's going to pop his.
Oh.
Nah, they're going to back off.
So close. I think we're going to see...
But, however, Guru has an ace up his sleeve. He has level 10, and he also has the Stagger Swagger.
Shiro's going to have to be very careful right now. He does not have any potions left. He is out of range for any XP. If any of these creeps were going to die, he's not going to get any life back. And that's his only sustain at this point.
Your binding is under attack.
In fact, I wouldn't be surprised to see... well, Guru's got level 2 ult now. So that's going to add another bit of power. Let's see, it adds another 10 points of power from the level 2 when he pops Reverie. Big deal. I mean, not that it matters right now. It's not up. He just used it not too long
That
ago.
sustain off Guru right now is just insane. I mean, he was as low as Shiro. He's already back up almost to full health. That's allowing him to pressure that binding. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Is he going to dive? Oh, Blink.
Oh, Blink.
This is the second time we've seen Blink used in this tournament to get out of a bad situation. And that is just crazy. Blink is not something you usually see in Dawn-Gate play much at all, quite frankly, because of the long cooldown on it. But this is going to allow Shiro to go back, but it's also going to allow a lot of damage on that binding.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, this is going to be the last back for Shiro. He's not going to be able to back again. If he goes back again, he's going to lose his binding.
He did make a good pickup. He did go with Conviction. That gives him that Void 2 shield, and that is a big deal.
The only problem with that is so did Guru, but he picked up a power on top of it, too.
Yeah. And that's the CS difference coming into play here. We're looking at 80 to 60. That's a 20 CS advantage. If he can pick up 10 more CS well, he's dropped down to 15 now, but
15,
if he can double that or get the kill, I mean, that's going to be the win. So
we saw Conviction making... Yeah, we saw Conviction making a big difference yesterday, particularly in Guru's case. Because now that he has this Conviction, he's not going to be afraid of that binding at all. He was catching binding shots all day when he had his Conviction up. And it's not that it absorbed the binding damage, it doesn't. But all of Dib's big chunk is magical damage, so... if he doesn't have to worry about that, he can take an extra binding shot and not really care about it.
And here we see some trades. They know this has got to go on because he knows he's going to get that win off CS if he doesn't. So.
Exactly. It's 89 to 66 right now. That's a 23 lead. 7 more and Guru's going to win. I'm going to be keeping an eye on the CS for the most part now.
So Guru knows what he's doing. He's getting all of those down, popping a Nightmare to pick up all 3 CS at once. Ripple and Shiro back off of it. Now, he is so close right now. But he's just going to go for the binding. It's up to Shiro to push him back out.
Now. Shiro, you got to go in like now. Pop the Reverie and go for it, because you got nothing. 23 up. He's not going to lose on this wave, but he can lose on the next one if he's not careful.
Yeah, if Guru pushes him out, and he's going to be in some trouble. Drops a Ripple, no follow-up damage. I think he just wants to get the binding.
He just wants the binding. It's clearly what he's going for. Shiro
there we
pops
go, Reveries, but that's enough.
But there's the binding.
They're going to go and get the kill anyway.
Guru 2-0.
Well played, gentlemen.
And
well
just like Ferris yesterday, into the Locust.
Poor Dibs. I feel worse for Zips in that situation.
Oh, I know, man.